Hello, my name is Owen Letter, and for my game learning analysis, I wanted to do Minecraft just because it was a game that I played as a child and growing up. Obviously, even I would play now, but my most of my consoles and my computer that I have it on is not working at the moment, so I'm just using this with my dad's. But just wanted to say that also the course material wanted me to choose Minecraft as the basis of this analysis. And so the mechanics of the game basically are, there's blocks, all different types of blocks where you have to build up your, levels in the game by breaking the blocks. And you have to get more material by starting off with wood, which is from the trees, and then you have to mine by finding ores like iron or this allows you to go further into the game, obviously, but there is a creative mode where you just spawn with everything, and that allows you to here's some iron. But so creative mode it just allows you to have everything. It's the kind of the mode I'm in right now. I'm on the light version, but um, without hunger or dying from mobs because you have a health bar, you don't have a real problem. You can just build and fly around and do whatever you please. So that kind of leads into where the user experience comes in because the experience really comes, I would say, with the social connections that you make with people while playing the game. Um, ba- Basically, you are going to see what the other players are doing, and you have to cooperate with them on their tasks if that's what you do. But there's a lot of social connection that is going on throughout that if you're playing with people because if you're in their world, you can find out where they are. You can go manipulate stuff with them. You can also fight them. You can do all sorts of things. But so those are just, the experience really comes from, I believe, playing with people. You can obviously experience the game learning it solo, which is obviously the another route, but the social connection comes from finding out where the like simple things like finding out like diamonds are 12 um out of 12 because the blocks are have a height. If I had a map I could show you, but so there's just so many complexities of the game, but you need to learn all these things if you want to succeed in the game. um some of like the sciences behind the game I would say are you know you are learning how to basically build up, I would say, your life because right now you are simulating the life of a character and his way to live, if that's how you're going to live. Or if you're doing creative, then it would not really, it would be kind of more of like the sciences of how to build and how to architect certain aspects and also experiment. You can also experiment through creative with you can see how redstone works at an easier way because you don't have to collect it all and you can spawn whatever. But that's the thing. This game allows you to learn in both fashions at different paces too. Um, but that's also some of the principles that I wanted to lead into where the game has basically one main function, and that is to, create. You are kind of meant to create the whole time. Um, One of the games that I played with my friends when I was younger, and when I was kind of just learning the game, and I kind of barely knew how to do a lot, like of the, like how to enchant or like how to build all that, where to find it, just like stuff like that. But I would go to my friend's house and we played this mod where you could actually build a rocket. And the way you had to do that was you had to use the new or the ways of the modifications or the coding or however they bought it or made it, where they were able to, you know, have more ores in the game that were like rocket fuel and stuff like that. And to build like the materials you need for space suits, and it was very complex, and I was kind of just learning, but they tell me to do certain things, and I learned by like I didn't learn how to, do it all by myself, but I learned, they told me like you need to look for this, and then that's what we need to collect, like, and I was like, oh, okay, so, and then I would go around, and then that's where I would find like, oh, these would be over here, so I'm gonna look over here to collect these for them because I was kind of just learning, and they knew that, but yeah, we ended up obviously building a rocket, going to the moon because that was the whole purpose of the game at that point. It took a while, but it was very fun because you got to, have all the common jokes and play the game and play with each other to go to a better, higher, accomplishment of what there is usually offered in the game. But so some like possible and some of the designs that I did see was like the one where the chemistry teacher, the guy was trying to teach chemistry to the students. Um, Whereas one possible one, like I would say, is like as simple as like farming. That's a very simple one. Like you can teach kids how to like the instant like at a young age, like how to farm, how to build, how to structure certain, property of that and like teach them the lessons of like what like food. And I mean that's just a little thing, but you can also teach them how to work together and how certain people can be certain positions, because that's all the cooperation in any type of lesson. So that also I would say is one of the simple ones, just giving them certain instructions like to collect, to you have to build this and they have to go hunt and just little things. But that's going into like, more of the complex where there's like redstone and there's stuff like that where you have to learn how to use pistons and um, how to ignite and how to use certain types of levers, traps, or pressure plates, and make it look either amateur or you can make it very professional. Some people are very skilled in redstone and some of that making, and that can teach kids, just basic concepts of building and instructions, also how to, put things together and see, then they see how it all works at the end of the day and you can implement teamwork or you can make them do it solo. It's a lot of different um, avenues you can take, but that's a very good possible teaching lesson I would say to give is lessons in redstone and coding because I saw a video that I'm gonna actually try to add to a while ago. Hopefully I can. I think I found it on Instagram or TikTok, but um, it was a Minecraft video of a kid that actually was coding in the game using the materials in the game and was able to make a Minecraft in a Minecraft. So he was able to just make a very basic where he had like a screen that was, I don't know, somewhere around like pretty it was decent size and it showed you like what you see when the hand when you have like Steve's hand right in front and he breaks the blocks, right? It doesn't show because it's in like the creative or the light version, but um and he was able to actually create like a miniature game within this game, which is pretty cool, I would say. And that's the reason why I think I chose this and I want to try to add it, like I said, but yeah, that is I think about it for the game analysis. But I would say that you definitely need to teach kids at some age just the basics of this game because it's very simple. It's very, it goes from every age, I would say. You can teach something new and implement different modifications and lessons because the game offers that. The creators were very smart when they to allow players the ability to create these modifications in coding to make the game more interesting and not just a one track game, I would say. So definitely, and even just like math per anything and math purposes, just visual purposes, it taught me a lot because I had to learn a whole new symbol structure and way of building and stuff in the modded version that I played. So yeah, the semiotic domain in the game is very prevalent depending on what modifications you are able to implement. So definitely, I would say this is a great game for the classroom setting at any age. Obviously, people might not appreciate it or they might get bored, but it is a pretty fun game to play with people. So try it, I would say. And thank you for listening, and hope to see more Minecraft be played in the classroom because it should be.